And we are live. Hello, everybody. I will be waiting a little bit in the beginning here so people have time to jump in. Apologies for being late. I'm quite under the weather, so I didn't know until the last minute if I'm actually going to manage this or not. But here we are. And going today's goal, I will be building a Meteor community website with Meteor 3 beta 0. It will be the other way around than I have been building things previously. And because previously it was with Meteor 3, it was all about upgrading from Meteor 2 to Meteor 3. This time around, I will be only starting with Meteor 3. And we shall see how far I can get. So the latest version is still 3.0 beta 0 from December 29th. Let's take a look on our screen. So I have my web storm ready to go. Here I have the list of the version. Beta is there. And let's see what can we do. So first things first, as I wait for people to join in to get ready, I will prepare my tea. I'm so loud. So, smell nice. So, what we are going to do first things first, I need to have a lot of stuff in this folder. So, cd. Actually, do it the other way around. We did have some. Should I say it? Tried some before building a website. Let's see if I have that open or not. Website. So it's weekend, not website. So let's take a look. Meteor and community. So here we have the repository. And let's see. Based on my socialized starter, which is available for my sponsors, as you could say, kind of a sponsorship starter. I need to update it as well. And there are certain things that I want from here, but not everything. And let's see. How are we going to manage this? I am thinking. Still, I'm going to put it here. So I have two options. I can either start a new branch and get it from there, but let's see. how far. Is this starting in documents and not in my web folder? How far we have gotten here. If I'm not sure actually even if we haven't started here with anything related to Meteor 3. There we go. The previous website even before that was like nothing but static website, but it didn't work. So let's quickly take a look here. 2.11. So it's been a very, very long while. And I seriously doubt that we can make this happen in a nice way, but let's give it a quick try with this existing code, because if that would work, that would be great. But I think that's way too optimistic. Instead, I've updated all of that. What I am going to do here is cd community packages new and Meteor create website 3 release 3.0 beta 0. Hopefully that's going to work using React Skeleton as it should. So the website 3 update. Let's take a look what it's going to show us. Okay, so still stuck at 0.14, but since we are in the basic skeleton, that should be a very quick fix. Oops, did I mistype? Pages, and let's try this. Allow that little hi, Lori there from Weekend Team. If you are here in the chat, don't be afraid to say hi. Why are we stuck where we are? It should be created. So let's try opening up website 3. And I'm going to be copying over code from our previous attempt. So these okay, so it's 3.0 beta and it's not heavy, but it's so that's running. So let's I don't know if it's running, we'll try out. But now that we are here, we can close this terminal, use the integrated one. npm run start. It's coming up. So it's supposedly running. Let's open up a new window and see. Those 3000. Yay, we are happy. Let's see anything in the console. Nothing. Perfect. And yeah, let me just get some honey into my tea. I will need that tea, as I said at the beginning. Sadly, a bit under the weather. Didn't sleep last night at all, so I have to compensate with it with tea. Which I'm very happy to compensate. So then, if we have this running, then that leads us to start implementing things. First, let's look on some a lot of packages, and we are going to want GraphQL Apollo again. No doubt about it. So let's do this Meteor NPMI save Apollo client Apollo server. We are going to have to re-implement the server side a little bit from the previous version because of Express, but it should be fine. We are going to want to have Express. We will not need, I think, body parser at all. And we can kind of wait with the rest. Let's see. So Meteor npm save GraphQL. GraphQL Scholar. Let's see, anything else nice? I'll go with React again. We'll drop all the other styled icons for something else. And we also want React INTL. That. Of course, we want graceful shutdown. A lot of boilerplate stuff here. And I forgot to again kill my phone. So let's kill my phone making weird noises. That will not do. Okay, should be fun. So we should have a little bit, at least from the basic packages when it comes to NPM. Let's take a look here. What we are going to need. Just to get us started. The force SSL package. Check. Package. Audit. Argument checks so that we are fine with that. DDP rate limiter, random. Let's skip MDGSEO because I'm not sure if that's going to be continued. We'll have fetch, rar, logging the JSON hot module replacement should be there by default. Let's get the Apollo package. No, I have to check on all these other things, but for the collection 2 and all the simple schema is back. The socialized packages, because they are not yet ready. Now we'll be definitely building accounts, and we'll want them to have them as well. So accounts. Let's see. For our purposes, we also need the password. The beginning. Out encryption. The link accounts. Are we going to? No, we won't need link accounts for this one because we only have accounts Meteor developer, so we can log in through that. Are we going to want this? It's a community website, so screw that for now. Service configuration. And let's see what else can we get away with. To the TypeScript package. And we also need the email package, of course. After overlay. Learn types. So we will not need picker. Well, actually, the MDGSEO will need later on, but that's fine. I think this is a good start. So hopefully, if I have not mistyped anything, we'll get that. And of course, I mistyped albeit. What happens when you're running on 2 hours of sleep? Ooh, strong tea. Good. We have here first problem. Apollo is not updated for 3.0. Given that it's a core package, no good. Remove it for now, and I will have to do it manually, as is always the case. So let us prepare the packages folder. I am going to copy from the previous packages folder, something called intl. And this, the way it's set up, at least how it should, or how it's going to be set up, is that it's going to link into Crowdin, so everybody can translate. ECMAScript, TypeScript, and I'm going to do here. Oops. Enter at this. It's kind of strange starting again from the beginning with everything. So that's a local package. And we need to get the Apollo package in here as well, which we are going to do. Let's see, how are we going to do this in a nice way? I'll just get this updated. Saved. And yeah, because you see this is over here in the submodules in the original one. The INTL package is available together with some other packages which we will not be needing. And that's pretty much the same thing I want for a new setup. We have a GitHub, so let's copy that over. We'll also want to then copy some other things, but let's start with all these Babel and Meteor, all that stuff. Why not put snake, mobile config, ps config, and very quick setup. So we have these, and in here, we'll look into Git modules, and that dictates all the Git modules. And we have the INTL stuff here. We'll delete the other ones for now. So fingers crossed, now that once I hopefully open up, web community packages, site 3, it's going to throw up. Not liking that one at all. Let's see, where could we have made a mistake? Not. Does not like that. Git ignore. Doesn't matter. The only other thing here is the Git modules. Did I miss a file? Or something? Now I got all these attributes as well. So we should have everything working properly. But it's not. Always means there's some problem, doesn't it? So let's see. Let's try that again. And not that it's going to change the thing, but So option, we are back to option number 1, but with a little bit of a difference. So I'm going to clone a repository, Meteor. Get the packages in here into this folder. It's going to be from GitHub. The website, I'll name it website 33 for now, or 3030. And my only intention is to, well, that's not what we have in the other repository, is that? Where did I clone it from? What's the origin remote? Ah, wrong cloning. Yay. It's probably because I have a lot of, yes, I needed this one. 30, and just need to delete the old repository. If it won't allow you to copy it, just we're going to do a little bit annoying stuff here. I'm going to copy the existing. Yes, initialize the submodules, whatever. And SSL certificate is invalid. Okay, that's old. Now, what I'm going to do is remove the content of this thing, with the exception of .git and all the dot files. So this entire thing plus, where do we have it? Package JSON is going to be gone. Let's do that. And then I'm going to jump to our new website, take these packages, put them over. Oh, we have node modules, great. One thing that we need to copy over are also packages for files in the .meteor folder. Write a new brand here. A lot of changes, that's fine. We'll be getting that from the old one as well. Doesn't like the old certificate. Let's see the submodules. We don't really want these submodules anyway, so delete. Delete, come on. Delete one more time. So we've got that removed. And it's going to be complaining. Should probably keep some of the public folder now that I look at it. The old package. So not website 3, website. Let's take a look at the public folder. Manifest, browser config, the favicons, immense robot, and yeah, we can keep that. Do we even have public folder here? No. So we can keep that because we'll need that. What? It's jumping like crazy there. A lot of removals, of course. I hope that could not stage paths for the following reasons, cannot add submodules without head to index. So it's the submodules that are causing the problem. Yikes. So that's why I cannot add it everything, because it's being stupid. That's a lot of code to remove. So which one is this? This one is complaining. Initialize, and it won't initialize because it doesn't have the SSL certificate is invalid. Thinking if this will have to do with my API keys or something like that. Because I do know that some of them expired because they were only time-based. Yikes, that's going to complicate things. Let's quickly check here in no settings. Hooks, no. What happened there? Also not there. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So I'm going to just delete this for right now. And that at least will solve our current problem so we can move on. And okay. I'm going to just switch over to website 30. Okay, everything got GitHub Copilot is always a good idea. So public and everything else seems to be set up for now, except for the packages folder, which looks like for the time being we have to copy over manually. So fun times, and I will have to then get it myself. So one more thing, oops, not home, that we want to add was Apollo. So let's take a look at what version do we have here. Version 5. My specific fork, but now with this Apollo should be compatible. In the end, it's going to be version 6 anyway. Start working on that here. And the biggest thing or biggest change, and let me, now is the good time to increase the zoom the IDE more for you guys. Now is also a good time to check if there's anything actually we need to change here. You don't even use Express here, nothing. So technically, if you guys wanted to make this compatible, they just need to add the 3.0 tag, and we should be happy campers. Who doesn't love updates like that? Let's see, we have Simon here, Agbe watching from Africa. Hello to Africa. How is it going there? I hope that it's definitely warmer than here. What? It should be around freezing temperature. So great. Let's try npm run start. The old styles. So can also do a few things. Okay, so it's just okay. We don't have anything special. We just need to copy that from the old website. Because if I open the package log here, besides a lot of the stuff, we also have using settings, excluding legacy architecture, so it loads faster. So I'm going to copy the start command. And I'm going to add a new addition in 2.14, which is -- open. So we'll have that for next time. Let's refresh here and see where we are at. Okay, so things are now working still. So it's time to start breaking them. And we'll be moving code. Let's start with the server code from previous version. And let's see what we want. We want this, open the main stuff. We don't want any of this boilerplate. We will want to start Apollo. Don't have to worry about browser policy just yet or anything else. We won't have any migration at this point, so no need to worry about it. We'll do this start Apollo server. And if in production, then I'm going to get the DDP Graceful shutdown. And for that, we just need to get the configs. And this is where the fun begins with Apollo. And we'll definitely have to do some changes here. We are getting web app and a lot of other stuff. We are using Express 4. Is that the latest version? We don't need, I think, body parser with that. We'll have to double check. Follow logging, type definition, resolvers. Let's at least get started on some of these folders. GraphQL. And now this is the, let's see, where do we have our, yes, here we go. Connect handlers are no use. So if you do just handlers, and I am not sure if we are going to need the dot or the JSON here for body parsers, because I do believe Express has something built in. So let's check out their API reference. We are still in Express 4. Express.json. This middleware function Express is parsing incoming requests with JSON payload, and it's based on body parser. And it would be just this, express.json. I think that's it. Just to be sure, I will check the Apollo website here as well. And we have the Apollo server. We have the web frameworks integrations. Apollo server for Express integration. It's been a while since I've looked here. Everything's changed. And they do have that doesn't work. Let's just look through Express. I think maybe it will be in the migration. What? Migrating over here. And they will have the, yes, here we go. Apollo Server 3 code, Apollo Server 4 is the standalone, and Apollo Server Express, Server 4. Okay, so it's used just express.json. And also recommends using the CORS package, which I think is a good idea. But at the same time, we also might want to be available to others. But do we have anything special for our API? Maybe later. So let's Meteor npmi save CORS. And the thing is, it's like it's done here as use. And app.use GraphQL. You have to do these. But simplify it apparently even further. So we are creating here a new Express router. This makes me curious because if it's like this, oh, it should still work. Let's copy what they have. So we don't have app.u, so that might be, oh, because we are already in there. So this is unnecessary. Just quickly get import course. That's going to make it happy. And we have express JSON, express middleware, and this is where we are making a change from there because we are is a little bit simpler or doesn't include extra stuff there. So we have extra bracket here. Course, express JSON, express middleware. Things have been simplified in theory. Now, let me include here the basics for the custom types, deprecated directive, and that will be, so you can get all of this because we'll be using that anyway. Shove it in here. That's going to do that instead of user definition. Do Meteor.user. It's actually even more accurate for us. They have the deprecated directive here set up as well. So we need now just to do the resolvers. And hopefully that will be it for Let's just copy them over wholesale as they were. And with that, I also want to copy over collections, but let's go to the, let's see, we have here some extra schemas. New way, as you can see, the links are in the route of the API. Let's see, where is it used? What? Oh yeah, in the, of course, in the UI. And that's info. I'll just delete anyway, return save delete. So just put it here in the root. And here we have starting the app. We'll remove the info part. So that the client, if we look, has all of that nice things here. At least with that, we should satisfy our Apollo setup. So let's take a look what we are actually building here based on the Apollo setup. So we have some custom types. They are based on, and I will have to update them based on my other projects. This one, but much larger one. And this is going to set, don't fight me. Set, we want to have that on custom types. Let's see if we need to actually add some. Yes, we need to add some new colors. Just because of the package we are using here. Need to define them here so it doesn't crash. So we got that covered. So those are like some custom types that we can use. The package has many, many more than we need. So we have an audit log, which has probably a lot more stuff that we don't need, but that should be fine. I see we have here the deny update and all that stuff, so we'll have to include here, we have Meteor at albeit schema deny at, and I actually have to first take a look on the schema deny. So all, I have to look what is the latest published version. It's in beta, this one. So 4.0 beta 1. At delete schema deny at 4.0 beta 1. This package adds or extends our collection 2 with the deny update option. We have also schema index, which does the same, but in this case, if we have any indexes, I want to migrate them to just regular indexes. so that we have more control than the package allows. And the big thing here that I see that we'll have to change is have import simple schema, and that's going to now be simple schema from Meteor, albeit simple schema, because baby, we are back in Meteor land. And I need to double check. Simple schema is here and pretty. Okay. So let's go back here. Then we have something called feedback modules. I'm still not exactly sure if this one, if we are going to utilize it. And I can also, instead of going to here, I'll go back to Literal Universe, which should have these updated. And when it comes to collections, because this is where they are originating from. We don't have to update them here. Okay, so we don't have the. Let me just get updated here like that. So this in theory provides. Let's see, do I have index here anywhere? Okay, no. So you can see it's already here, the new index creation at the bottom. So this module provides like a help option. So there should be like a modal that pops up with some help articles. Now, question is, do we need that? Because the entire website is about help. Damn it. Now that I think about it, actually, not really. Since we are open source, the issues will be on GitHub, so we don't have to have an own tracker. So all these feedback stuff we can get rid of. So that will make it a little bit easier, and we just need to remove here these two. Now here we have npmi save an npm package, which we need to get. And now the big question of the day, I believe, is here the resolvers that we no longer, that would throw us up here as well. We need to get package as well. Was there was the Slido, I think, GraphQL. Yes, this one. And I think compile plugin that supports GraphQL files in Meteor. And it's from So I do. It's been years without update, but it's like nothing really to update. Let's take a look at the GitHub here. Main thing is it allows you to import it and have multiple queries in one file and some other things. So it's a very it's a amazing package. What I'm concerned here about is the compatibility. So first of all, it should upgrade the dependencies, these ones as well. So this is going to be quick trial to see if that works. What this leaves us here, given all that stuff, we have group. Yikes! And it seems it's not because I haven't run it. So we have different groups that we can create on there. Then we have meetups, so we can organize meetups on the website. That's one of the big things I want to do. We have organizations. I think these we are going to pull, if possible, from Meteor itself. That will be kind of the big step. Because we have the user profile, then we have project. This is a project of Meteor community packages that we have. And I think actually that's the groups that will be going with as well. And then we have users. So the projects is things, like this website, collection 2, all that stuff. And that will be data, then it's going to be displayed nicely on the website. So first purpose of the community website is to be, showcasing what's under our management, what do we do, all the locations, so the GitHub, all the different projects that are there, how to get there, their documentations. So probably not this time, but next time when we get back to this, depending on how far we get now, one of the things is going to be most likely creating a markdown or some sort of documentation format that we can then read here on the website and display properly. Because right now we have documentation for all the different projects all over the place, so we need to unify that and have one central place where to have that. So that's the kind of the primary focus. Secondary is to start organizing events, as you can guess by the meetups, so that we have all that listed here as well. Again, a central part. It will also then list the Meteor dispatches show and other things as well. So we'll maybe we'll change that from meetup to events. We have events for Literary Universe as well, so I might just copy most of that code over, because it also includes events that are meetups and all that stuff. So still to be determined yet. We are not that far yet, but that's kind of where we are heading. And eventually maybe some discussion You will be able to log in with your Meteor account. That will be the only way to log in. I will have the account's password early on here on localhost for testing purposes. I'm not sure that we'll even need admins, at least not initially. So that should be fine. And once we get that, we get to test out and how it goes it locally. So let me know in the chat what else would you like to see on the community website. What should we have for sure? Definitely, probably listing all the people as well and donations. So we'll get to that. Reporting for bad content because we'll have some interaction through comments, all that stuff. So with all that added, let's see if we can start the website with Apollo up and running. Wow, that was fast. But it is having issue with compile GraphQL from Slido GraphQL. Yikes, not good. So what do we do in these things? So first of all, let's see. We are going to fork and update. Let's actually look on pull requests if there is something here. Okay, we have a pull request here with updating dependencies and stuff like that. So let's look web meteor Slido GraphQL. So here, if I have it locally, how long has this been open? August 2023. So I should have it somewhere locally. So it's going to be most likely Meteor GraphQL, where I have these changes. So let's again push it into our packages folder. Now that we have it, or we'll have it soon available here, it will do an upgrade to version 2. And I hope we can get this upgraded. What do you mean settings local not found? Oh, yikes. Embarrassing. Settings local. Let's copy that over. Get rid of website 3 for now. So that should get rid of that error. And it still doesn't like something here. Wait, where do I want user profile? Reference is somewhere. Okay, so that's something that we need to fix, because right now we cannot work with that one as of yet. So let's just comment that out for now. We don't even have the legal management here. we will want to have the socialized profiles as we move further on, but not today. Because that right now is not updated, and that's I think that would give up for video of its own on how to do that. So if Kelly is watching, Kelly, we can probably collaborate on this, upgrading this, which I would love to kind of go also deeper into workings of the socialized packages and all that stuff, because that just sounds pretty exciting. We don't have the roles. Let me actually kill it here. Show how far away are we? 3.6.1. I think we have like a beta. No, yikes. But 3.6.1 is compatible with 3.0 beta, but it still allows you to do synchronous calls on the server, which is obviously a no-no. But since we'll need it, let's add it anyway. It shouldn't hamper us. So the less we need to comment, the better. And we'll have to have these sanitize and roles files ready. Right now, this is which one? This is user. So little thing here. Yeah, for example, why I should probably copy this from Letter Universe, but there's what I need to do here. I could probably get it. Wait. Roles user is in role async, so that's available. And then I just copy over this admin. Of course, since it's GraphQL, it's all async function anyway. Then we have this, which is for the socialized package. We don't want that. Admin, await. There we go. And that should hopefully have this ready. We need to get in the roles related files now. Gonna fix that thing. We were in my old website. Where's website 30? And this is the okay. So So we have schema validators that were issued, sanitize, roll, rejects, logging, and errors. And context is not, that's like super old stuff. And we have that in API, which presents us with an issue. And that's why I prefer to have like a collections folder, where I put all my collections, so that the general API stuff I can have in the root, like that. Copy over, guys. There we go. Yikes, why did it get us the ancient? Let's notice that. What is the latest one? 3.6.1. Let's try forcing it like that. And see if that works. So of course we want the latest version. Not sure why it decided. Maybe because it's beta, and it might have some issues with the. Yes, it has issue with the resolutions of versions. Well, as always, do not fear. We have the Meteor roles package locally, so I can just paste it into our packages, and we can overwrite any results. But this is not good, and we'll have to. I think we do have and it will probably see it. Oh no, I'll have to do it a little bit differently than I'm thinking. Because sometimes what you have the project file, or like the repository, and it has like specific packages, then it has a separately test application. And I should not have copied over through. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Because in this case, WebStorm is not as efficient. Merge, replace everything, skip all. So we do have it here, but thankfully this one has. So we can already see that I've started working on 3.6.2. And it should have. So let's put the 3.0 beta 0 here. Check Mongo. Let's see what so far added DDP. Dependency, updated place. And so it's not Also, my apologies. So it's not yet ready. Entirely. Still have to do stuff. So hopefully, as you already saw me using the async syntax in the code, I would add the beta into the next patch release as well, because that's why we are adding the DDP dependency. So started, it's finishing building. Oh, and I'm missing packages. Meteor, PMI, save XSS, and Strawman. So that's for input sanitization. Wow. The newer version of npm is definitely much faster than the previous one that we were using in Meteor 2. So at least from that part, it's really nice to upgrade. So let's see, what do we have here? It cannot find it. But why are you getting into UI? We just need to find. Okay, it's trying to get a type, which I'm going to say no for the moment. I'm just going to do object here. Actually, object like box true, so we don't have to worry about it at this moment. Adding nice WYSIWYG editor for writing in grooves. Okay. One more error. Simple schema is not a constructor. Now I have to actually look on the documentation because I'm not sure if it's how it's being exported. Atmosphere for this. So how do we import it? Okay, so it's without the brackets. Force of habit. Putting it there, replace all. And we have still index somewhere. Time to hunt these little things out of existence. So for these indexes, we will update the package, but since we don't want to use the package going forward because we want to have more control, what we do is Meteor is server, and because we want to only do that on there. So we have a slug here. So it should be checks collection with index async. Thankfully, AI is pretty smart, so one index taken care of in reports. That one is certainly coming from Literary Universe. I will cheat and grab the latest version of reports. think this one is actually quite significantly advanced. The only thing that's above and beyond is the socialized stuff, which is right here, which we get rid of. So that reports, another one more annoying than anything else is the reports copyright. Again, I'll just copy it over, comment out the socialize functionality for now, but because we'll have a dedicated stream. Or first we need to update it, the packages, and then I'll definitely do a dedicated stream adding it in once the time comes. So what is paying us now? Unique. Yikes. Unique. So do we have any? What do you mean we have index in report? Didn't I just comment it out, or did I overwrite something else? Okay, that's not good. Where is it? Do we have it here? So here. So why is it still saying the report copyright has? Because I did it here on this page and not here. Too many windows. So this will be commented out. This will be commented out. We'll have to then add here to it the type. So it provides proper type support, but that's not important now because we will not be using that for a while. Okay, we still have unique somewhere. We have index. No. Here for projects, that's a slug, which we did here. Now, how do we put it in here? Yes, unique true. Problem solved. Oh. Still something else is crashing. That's we're trying to use update instead of update async somewhere. Question is where. Boot task, community packages, websites, profile. On the server. Somewhere. Sorry for now. It's actually quite a simple thing to check. Create, update, also not create, insert. It should all be async. So if it's not here, could it be? Where could it be? Dot update. Doesn't seem to be anything like that on. Okay, no, service configuration server. But wait, that's an official package. Oh, that hurts. But we still. Okay, let's sidetrack. We have a question from Daniel. Hi, Daniel. There are a list of things target for what this page should have and do in the end. So, first things first for this, said it once, but for this website, first primary objective is to list all the uh, projects that we have, link to all the other GitHub repositories, Slack, Discord, all that stuff. There should be login with Meteor OAuth, which is probably what we are running into an issue here, that the service configuration package has an update on server, which yikes. And from that, the next step is to provide user groups, and we'll have like meetups, events, all that stuff hosted there. If things align properly, then we could also have online meetups sponsored by Literary Universe, because Literary Universe will be setting up a Big Blue Button server for our purposes, which, by the way, also one reason why I chose it is Big Blue Button client facing or at least the web facing interface uses Meteor. So we'll be supporting them in that aspect. And what else? That will, I think, that will do for now, and then it will be up to community kind of to decide what to do next. Next with it, so that we might have some interaction. I want to integrate a little bit with Pacosphere there as well, potentially, to give some more options to adjust things. It should also list people, useful resources. Then we'll have, with the events, we have the podcast. So that's it's kind of like, as I said, but first things first, it shows where for people where to go. And I would like then to expand on the functionalities primarily with events and groups, so that we can we'll have to see exactly how to do it so that we don't duplicate things over. And because for groups and all the discussion, we have the forums, we have Slack. I would really love to migrate from Slack to Rocket Chat. It's just that some people are afraid that we'll lose a lot of people through the migration. Another issue is hosting of the Rocket Chat instance, because there's on our Slack there's over 1,000 of us, and that's definitely going to be the same. And that is not a number that's kind of easy to host, even if the active number may be small, but we hope that it's going to grow. So that's that. We might also then do articles, and I would like to have like an aggregator from, for example, Dev2, to aggregate data. You can actually see it already. I need to do an update on my that's like another big topic, ongoing, updating my personal website. Still has, but if we go to blogs, the trainer is not going to work. And I've made some changes there. But if you see here from dev to I have aggregator of my articles. So I would like to do that for people and then do some more stuff with that. But at first we need to get, and also what I said, with linking to our projects, one of the big thing is to going to unify the documentation for all community packages. But first things first, we need to figure out here. Also, we have a very nice domain, Meteor.js.community, that I bought a while ago. So I want to put it to use because it's quite expensive to hold on to. So we have here service configuration is doing something that it should not. Gabriel or anybody from the Meteor team, if you are here, time to look into Meteor itself. And now I'm starting getting it around in the folders. Or sorry, too many windows. So we'll find this offending file. We have the create index async. So we are definitely, well, let's see, where is our, let's commit. And I'm not used to using Git in WebStorm. So no, okay, we are in the 3.0 branch, so it should be the latest one. So yikes. Okay, this file is definitely not updated. We have only the create index async, and then we have the upsert. So first things first. Needs to be for off because that's just how it is. So then it needs to be async. And then we need to be, of course, async here in the upsert as well. Service configuration. Okay, that's another topic entirely. It still uses the global variable. That will be probably, I think, the big one for Meteor 4 as well, or maybe Meteor 5 to removing all these global variables because it's okay. So let us take this service configuration file. And what do we guys do? We drop it into the packages folder. Now let's see if that is the offending thing. Looks like it was, so at least partially. Now it's in collection 2, something that we might have missed. And I think this is not so. First things first. Since we have found the bug, we need to, and fixed it, we need to push it. So this is a big repository, the Meteor one, so it takes a little bit to update. Stash. So we are on the latest release 3.0. Let's quickly check if we have anything that says about this. So this is how you do things properly. We'll see here an issue if we have service configuration. There is a missing definition that's not there, here or there. And okay, so that's not a thing. The thing is that this could also be backported to Meteor 2, this fix. First, let's actually submit it. So we'll create a branch here. Feature, let's see, it's called service configuration async. Add it here and migrate service configuration to async. Used upsert instead of upsert async on server. Broke. Let's put that there. Let's push. And in a moment, it should hopefully, yes, it offers me to create a pull request. I'm going to simplify things here. First of all, we need to actually target the proper branch, release 3.0. And then it also see that the comment I wrote in the commit message or the description is here as well. We can really this. I think this could be backported to Meteor 2 as well to silence warnings coming from this. Let's see, we want to add here the not this release 3.0. This is a bug, not, or is it a bug? It's just not migration, but still. And we want to get Ruba and not sure on this. Wow, another small contribution to Meteor 3. It's in beta, so these things will happen. That's why they are betas and before alphas. And so we are done with that. Now, maybe not. Something on the all-out server. We have body parser here, which is no longer needed. Okay, this will need guys at Meteor will have to look more into this, and but it's saying update. Certain not as well here. They will just be able to use express.json. And I think we saw there in the express, there's also the URL encoded as well. That's, we no longer need body parser, but we'll need express. Import. Oh, is it express? Or how do you import express? So it's like that. We have the web app. So that should include Express by default, so we don't have to do anything else here. We can then, that means we can get rid of the body parser dependency here, which is lighter. So not a big deal. The problem here is that async is async there. It's also async, so it's not coming from this package apparently, but maybe from collections too. Oh, I know now. I think maybe don't want to jump the shark here yet, because we need to. There has been a big change in collections too. Going forward, and see, we have, again, we have lazy loading stuff. If you configure your version and want to keep things as they were, then this option you should choose. So we need to import the static starter for our collections. So that they are happy and they have all the necessary stuff. I'll prepare this for here as well. Here, I will have to remove some code here as well to make sure that, yeah, so we have the socialize. This needs to be out. Right. Oh, we don't have this part at all as well. So what's happening here? It's just trying to extract some information from different providers, and we can remove that because we won't have Facebook, we won't have Google, or will we? That's another good question for the future that we might want to then use. That you can then add additional services for. So let's keep this Web3. Keep it, but that one is we'll have that package that provides it needs to be need to be have a major update. Well, we are going to have issues here because these are collection hooks. Ooh. And I don't think I have them installed, do I? So at least in the beginning, it's not going to do anything. Still complaining. On the driver, out server 94. Let's look at 94 line. So that's helpful because it's probably minified or something. Then it goes to collection driver. So we are left with no choice but to look in here, main. So what is in the main online 236? 236. Super.apply. Yeah. And we saw there was the replaced for async, all that stuff. This doesn't look like the culprit either. We can then try this latest stack, the remote collection driver, but I would be very surprised if that was the case somewhere in here. Line 52. Oh, it just throws it. That just throws the error. So maybe might be more up the queue. Oh, this is infuriating. So we'll have to go through the process of, say, probably elimination of potential culprits. Okay, so I have been up for 2 hours. I'm going to take now a short break as we try to continue to debug this to figure out where we have a broke synchronous update in a code that should not have it. Let's try this again. So no update. Here, let's do the entire API things. Update. not create, insert. Let's take a look on this thing. Yes, maybe there's logging, so I'm going to go this because it was not necessary. What's the name of the file? Logging. It's definitely updated. Yes, it's async. Now for the functionality. So oh man, that's a lot of changes here. Primarily for types to provide more TypeScript support. It's always good. So still did not do it. Let's again check the server. Insert, update, remove. Not there. So it must be some sort of a package or something somewhere like that. And I am a bit suspicious about this entire part because there's a lot of stuff here on create user. This might be asynchronous. Check the documentation and potentially this after insert. So I am going to just go and see if I can comment all of this out. Out. No. It looks like it's something that's running at the very beginning. So we'll try after the break to, instead of in collection 2 using the static import, use the dynamic one. And see if that helps. But right now, going to take a short break. And I'll be back shortly once I restock on some stuff like fresh tea. So like 5 to 10 minutes break. And then we'll continue. And the goal is to at least get something running and start working on maybe a little bit of the UI, which, well, I'll talk to once we get there. So see you guys in a few. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions, comments. Also, if you're my sponsor, you should have a link to this stream and you should be able to join me. And now is the perfect time to join me as well. So yeah, 5 to 10 minutes break and I'll catch you guys soon. All right, and I am back. Hello, say hi in the chat if you are still with me. We'll be going for maximum an hour, probably half an hour. Got myself a new batch of tea. Let me just switch quickly here so we can talk 101. Always a bit of a challenge because I have camera on the, or like a camera before me, but the screen on the side monitor. So that's always a bit of a challenge to keep things focused on the camera. So how is everybody doing? So you've already fixed a bug in Meteor 3. So hopefully in beta 1, it's going to get merged and pushed there, so you won't have encountered the bug yourself. Now we are struggling with another issue here where it says that the update function is not available on the server, which makes sense. So something from our packages, because we triple checked, and we are going to make here a one last ditch effort with collection 2 to use the dynamic approach instead of the static one. And if this fails, then which it did, then we need to look. Let's see, the Mongo, something with collection 2. So let's see, we are attaching schema here. Let's try to remove this. This should be fine. Allow should be fine. Oh, we are not even attaching the schema here, so same, I guess, thing here. So let's start with not attaching any schemas. I think that's not even here attach schemas at all. So let's try to get rid of the schema attaching completely. That does absolutely nothing, which tells us that at the very least we are in the correct, or at least we are not in the correct neighborhood with these things. So what could still call an update? That's what I am wondering as I enrich my tea with some honey. Could it be all of our calls use async? We don't have that many of them because we are just starting. Let's see what else. We fixed a few collections. Oh, sorry, not collection packages in this regard. Let's take a look on our packages list to see if maybe we'll spot something interesting. Force assault check, audit arguments check. Well, these are the official packages. So we have the collection 2, simple schema, which are fine. Sovereign types is fine. We have the schema deny, we have the pseudo-GraphQL, and we have aligning roles. Since we've already so I'm thinking maybe roles. After all, that was not check here. Maybe something in roles. So we have here these roles common, which are the old synchronous, and we have the new asynchronous. Where I think we want to move these, rename them to, in our case, just roles client. And to client, refactor. What is it going to tell us here? Roles, client roles. Client, it will be on the client. So this way we effectively push all these synchronous calls only on client side where they can still live. And we crash the process. That's expected, or sadly it happens in these parts. And that did absolutely nothing except what we needed to do anyway. So still something is creating this issue. Let's try looking for outright stuff. So we have some, yeah, that's, we'll have to change that anyway. All these things. But no, it's out. We've mostly commented that out. So this leaves us in a bit of a pickle. Because this is this error is not helpful. we've removed or changed quite a few things. We can probably go start commenting out a lot more, but then we are just going to break things even more potentially. No, this is what it is. GraphQL is fine. Nothing really here. It's not even used anywhere. We did move this to insert async. And if we look here, we are not even attaching the damn thing. So we remove that. So honestly, what do we do here? What do we start removing? Let's see, what do we have on server to remove? We have resolvers, but this looks like something in initiation that's crashing. Let's then let's not even initialize collection 2. Let's see if this fixes it. Harry Adele is going to be super upset as well, because it went through quite stink, and it should be fine. No. So even removing collections 2 doesn't do anything. All you can see, all of them are commented out, and still somewhere it's using collection 2. How the heck? It's everywhere commented out. How can you be using it? Hey, anybody has any idea about this error? What am I missing here? Besides it being wrongly formatted, but I think that might be getting fixed already somewhere. Yeah, so is here we have error update plus I think the M here that we have. And again, let's Here, M is not available on the server. Please use M. Okay, so the M is the method name. It would be nice to know at least where it's coming from. Let's see, do we have something like that here? This is a pickle. Again, and let's open up collection 2 here. This window. Let me check, do I have the... Okay. Are you working here? Do I have, let's roles desktop. Schema index and deny. Yikes. Open a repo. Meteor collection 2. I'm quite a bit locally out of date. So that's 4. That has the 3.0 beta as well. I guess shouldn't be here, but that's fine for now. Just typo, not a big deal. Actually, it's 2 typos. Let's see. It says on main on line 236. Which we said only does super apply. Which is interesting. If the function is async and fibers, so the function is not async and fibers is enabled. That is wrong, or that's because Meteor is fibers disabled. Should be true. Should it? In 3.0. Oof. So actually, this might be the culprit. Sorry, Harry. We have to. We are going in. And we are going to try to force this thing. We said what line was it? 236. I think we might have here maybe a wrong. But the test would pick this up. and people using it as well, unless there is something on repository I have not noticed, which is possible. So let's no pull request. Let's see any issues here. Some exception. So that's latest is from March last year. So for our purposes, I want here console.log async. I just want to log this out. Let's actually do I'll just feel like this and see which one is going to throw at us. So async is false. Fibers is disabled true. It's some update for our method name. Let's see if we can get Mongo collection prototype method. What the heck am I missing here? So it goes to the update. It's probably doing some extensions. So it's extending the update methods to include the collection to stuff. I'm going to go on a complete limb here and do if Meteor.server and fibers disabled. Return null. Just return right now nothing. Okay. Harry is not going to be happy. Super apply is dot arguments. Because this is Mongo collection. Okay, instead of this, let's do so that their Mongo collection. Async method name. So that's still we are there. So my idea here is okay. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out which collection it is that's causing this issue. And in the prototype, It's all internal stuff. Allow deny, it's insecure, blah, 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 blah. Simple schema, attach schema. Where's the option to get the... There should be something to get its name, I believe. Is this an async function? Nope. Oh, how was that? Let's see if I get raw collection. Raw collection, what do I get there? It doesn't like that. Maybe I need to do this. No, okay, that's strange. Let's look at the prototype again. It's a function that should return the raw collection. It's not this. At least the app is running, which means if I go to GraphQL, I should be able to generate the schema, which at least for now fixes all the red lines. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replicate this error. And let's see. Let's write to Harry Adele. Two, three, 6 in main.js goes away. So I have written to Harry, who has been spearheading the 4.0 release. So this way, at least we have temporary fix which now means that we can start trying insert attaching schemas. Again, even selection schema, completely commented out. At reports schema report schema. As well. So now we have the schemas, we have GraphQL going. So we have the basics, at least. Now then, for see, we had to tweak Meteor roles, so I think a new release there, patch release with the changes here. There's an order. Let's see, we also have to change things in Meteor GraphQL to support 3.0 beta. That was the only thing we had to do here, and then we have updated these things. I'll try to reach out to the guys from Slido to see if they can update the package. And I'll update my pull request there. So that should help. We fixed the bug in service configuration. And Apollo, that was just adding the release option there, which that's pretty sweet. So I guess I will have to start a branch there to get it going. So and let's see. So I think it's slowly time to wind things down, which means that once I find my correct page, what I'm going to do is do a general invite for everybody. So if you check the chat on YouTube and Twitch, you should be able to come into the stream on StreamYards and chat with me. So if you want to do so, ask questions directly or anything like that, now is the time. And I'll be happy to entertain you for about the next 15 minutes maximum. Then I think I will reach the limits of what's physically possible for me, given, as I said at the beginning, I was quite under the weather. That's why I also started the stream late. So I'm feeling it quite a lot. There. Takers. It's normally privilege only for sponsors. And speaking of sponsors and sponsoring, let's move this here on GitHub. I have a sponsorship page. I'm also posting that in the chat. It's just github.com/sponsors/ or tilde or however you name this thing, Storyteller CZ, where you can choose one of the tiers to support me or some other things. I will have to probably review these addresses to make sure that they go to the correct place. So if you like what I'm doing, if you like my contributions to the community and would like to see more, please consider sponsoring me if you haven't already. You'll get a monthly newsletter right now that has been kind of on the back burner given how much I have with all the video content I'm producing. But hopefully in the future that will resume a bit if I can get more time. We shall see how the future of that is going to be. You get access to sponsorware. So kind of from what I'm building here with the website, the basic functionality I'm copying over is from that. And I will be upgrading that sponsorware in the coming months with Meteor 4 once we get the packages a little bit further along, so I don't have to have so many in my local imports directory. And of course, access to join me on these streams, to ask questions directly, and all that stuff. And you can also, if you are a sponsor, tell me what pains you, what you want me to focus on, and I'll be happy to do so. So note takers for joining me. Okay, I'll wait about half a minute. If anything else comes up, accident. You can also follow me on X. I'm Storyteller CZ there. So you'll see mostly memes on my stuff, but I post for the most part what you see here, mostly about Meteor and some other fun stuff regarding Japan or my other activities. And speaking of which, I will be touring Europe and America. Europe starting in February, going into early March, and second half of March I'll be in America. I'll be starting in Writers Conference of North Appalachia, and then going to Rochester. Hopefully I can arrange for some Meteor meetups along the way. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Next week's stream, if I go to my channel, it doesn't have yet a thumbnail. I'll have to fix that, my team. And I will be introducing my literary universe. Not literaryuniverse.com. That's the website where I'm publishing and that I'm building, but the actual universe. So it's also motivation for me for next week to get more into it and finish more world building on that. So if you are interested what sci-fi I'm producing and what I'm thinking about the distant future, then that will be definitely an interesting stream to match. I'm also over the weekend upcoming, I will be preparing my February streams. Definitely there's going to be the Great House Part 3, where I'm discussing my, let's say, family or multi-generational family philosophy or idea, how I would like to structure it. So looking for feedback on those. And there will be definitely a lot more Meteor 3 streams. We'll have definitely, you can expect from me 2 Meteor streams per month at a bare minimum, while also working on other Meteor projects. And I will definitely have like non-Meteor stream, like where I'm discussing more high stuff. I've been talking with Alim Ghaffar. We'll be probably looking at the Techno Optimist Manifesto and all the techno accelerationists, or however you want to call them. And so that will be most likely one stream. Since I'll be traveling, no, February should be still good. March is probably I'm going to probably miss a stream or two, just given my travels. Unless I make it really in a way that's going to work well. So that's kind of what's coming up. And yeah, again, if you like what I'm doing, please consider sponsoring me. And with that, we've reached the end of the line, or however you want to call it. This is the end of the stream. I have nothing else for today. Given the Meteor stream, I will definitely do another one on building this website, because I want to get it done by, at least the initial one, by March. So this might actually be my main focus in February on my streams. Today we kind of got the backend for the most part going. So next time it's going to be exploring the front end and how that is working. Hopefully we have at least one new beta which fixes some of our pain points here, and then maybe some other new releases of other places, other packages to make things easier. I'll have to reach out to Kelly to see if he would be interested in doing a stream of maybe updating or talking about the socialized packages. That's actually something what I'll be, when I go to America, I will be meeting up with him. So I would like to kind of do with him the first long form in-person interview, which it's going to be definitely interesting on the technical level. And if that's even will be possible, especially in regards to camera, because I have only like my web camera, which is not so good for these kind of things. I would like to have a higher resolution, and my other actual photo camera is at this point 9 years old, so it's just the generation before you could plug it in and stream from it. So next year is actually, because I'm getting like usually a new camera every 10 years. Well, I only got like one after 10 years, so I'll kind of try to keep that, and this new camera should have the capabilities to have a high resolution and all that stuff. And next year I hopefully also have money for it, because that's not a cheap thing, and right now I'm not that off financially, which again, please consider sponsoring me so I can provide higher quality content for you. Right now I'll have to do with what I have. And with that, almost 3 hours of a stream. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.